Hey everyone, welcome to HIT. This is Chris Ciccinelli, High Intensity Tactics for Growth. Super excited that you guys are here today. We are going to talk about getting more done with less stress. I bet everybody right now is going, oh my gosh, what does that mean? Well, that means I'm not going to make this podcast that long because I want you to get more stuff done with less stress in your life. Now, I know a lot of people are sitting there going, well, what kind of system is he going to be talking about? Well, the system that I'm going to be talking about is the system of consistency, okay? We're going to get right into this talking about most people that I coach or see have paralysis by analysis, all right? Now, a schedule should give you peace of mind and should also give you some success benchmarks, but most of the people, they get so caught up in all of these things that they are doing on a daily basis, and it's like they're on overload and they can't make any decisions about what the most important thing is. So you're going to hear me talk about why it is important to have some time management skills in there. Now, time management, the three skills of this: creating a schedule or a framework for daily, weekly, monthly, right? That allows you to kind of have a consistent kind of format that you're going to work within. The other thing too is it's going to have to be something that you're going to have to consistently reprioritize. And what that means is you're going to have to take a look at your schedule on a weekly basis, that monthly basis, but always you're going to have to probably look at it daily, because sometimes I see people put stuff on their calendar like, I gotta take this stuff to the mailbox today, or I've got to run this down the street to get my prescription. Well, here's the deal. You got to start reprioritizing what is the things that are going to make you the most amount of money and the things that are going to benefit your business the most. Too many people are just people that are seen just checking things off a list, or they just like, hey, here's my list. This is what I got to get done today. Well, can I tell you, what if you are going and you got to go pick up your prescription and all of a sudden you hit traffic or you hit roadblock and it takes you an hour longer than it was supposed to. And then you missed all of the most important things of your day, i.e. making the phone calls you should have made, or being at the coaching, session that you should have attended, or being at that opportunity meeting that you should have had. Too many people are not prioritizing the things that they need to. Shoot, you can get your prescriptions delivered to you now. Now, they might cost a little extra money, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to waste my time on a non-money producing activity, which I see too many people doing. The other thing too is you got to assess the time spent on each activity. I see so many people that are spending too much time, when it comes to filing. I see too many people doing, spending time on non-money producing activity. If you think about it, there is 168 hours in a week, right? 168 hours. So let's just break that down for everybody that's sitting in the room and says, hey, how does this actually work? So if you think 7 hours of sleep daily, which is general population, right? Which I think that's still a lot of sleep, but that's 49 hours a week. You think about a current job, all right? And that would be 9 hours at a job. So that's 45 hours, that you have weekly, right? Then you think about maybe if you have kids' activities. Well, maybe some people have, 1 kid, 3 kids, 2 kids. So let's just use kind of the national average of 3 kids. That gives you 15 hours a week that you have on kids' activities. Then you talk about, okay, maybe you have 3 hours that you volunteer your time. Maybe volunteer could be for school. It could be for some sort of social event that's going on in your community. It could be whatever it might be. It could be donating to some of it, volunteering time to your family member, or helping them out with a chore if you've got a mother that you need to do something, or a father that you need to do something for. 8 hours of housework, right? If you're mowing your yard, you're doing some landscaping outside, cleaning up. That's less than it's a little over an hour a day, right? Of just straightening up and doing laundry, things like that. And then 3.5 hours daily for cooking and eating, which equals 24 hours, a week. So when you look at this, basically as an entrepreneur, if you're doing this and you have a job, that leaves 23.5 hours remaining in a week. That's why when I tell people they have got to prioritize that time that they're not sleeping, they're not eating, they're not at their job, they're not doing social work, they're not taking kids and running them around. Those things are legit. So when you start looking at this, this is why in business today, people really have to be mindful of spending time on the money producing activities. So again, the first thing that I would tell people all the time is step one is list everything that you need to do for your business. You should know everything that needs to be done from your business, and that needs to be on a daily, a weekly, a monthly, and an annual spot. I sit back and I say, okay, what are the things that I need to do on a daily basis to be successful? First, I got to make sure that I'm working out. Some people go, well, is that really helping your business? Yeah, it helps my creativity. It helps my mind get in that right place. So not only am I spending 40 minutes at 5 a.m. getting up to work out, but I'm also doing 8 minutes of meditation. Okay, so I know that this has got to be a routine of any entrepreneur that's out there. They got to spend some time on their asset. The other thing too that I would tell people is this. I also believe that when I get up, I have to take at least 30 minutes for myself to start thinking about what it is that is the most important thing for the day for me. Some people go, you don't do that the night before? No, because the night while I was sleeping, something could have happened. Something could have changed. Something on Facebook. I'm running a global company. It's a $250 million organization. Something could have happened overnight in Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. And you know what? I've got to be prepared to be able to adjust. Most people do not like adjustments because what that means is that change paralyzes people. So I take that 30 minutes and I start saying, okay, where are the biggest things that I need to accomplish for this day to hit my end goal? So first thing is my consultants, my people that I need to reach out to that have large organizations or that are going through any issue from a coaching, from a team perspective, want to see growth inside their organization. Those are my first calls that I have to make in a day. And I say have to. If I don't make those in the first part of the day, my day will get away from me and I'll find 5 other reasons about 3 o'clock in the afternoon why not to call them. Because at the end, those are the hardest calls I have because they take the most brain juice for me. They take the most creative thought process because what you're doing is you're helping architect people with the problems that they're going through. So I set those calls up in the beginning of my day. I don't set the little easy knockdown meetings that I can wait till the afternoon where it only needs half of my brain to actually walk into a room and make a decision. But I see too many people, they're like, man, I really want to be in those idea sessions. I want to be in those creative rooms and I want to collaborate with people. Well, can I tell you, unless those collaborations, those brainstorming meetings, those things like that are paying your bills, then I would say then do them. But if they're not, and they're the secondary pieces, then I would go to the primary pieces. Where is your money at? That's how you prioritize your day, right? So once you've prioritized, you need to make sure that you master the time that you spend in each one of those areas. All right. So I get all that stuff out of the way in the morning. And then, like I said, I start those knockdown meetings in the afternoon. I start the, collaboration meeting. And then at night, what I'd have to do is I literally get my mind in another state where I work back out. Some people are like, what do you mean work out? Well, I'll go do a little cardio. I'll do some walking. I won't do full workouts or anything else like that. But one is I go back to work at 6 p.m. at night, 6 to 9, where I'm working and coaching and helping people find the best version of themselves. So, that's where my money's made, in front of 300 to 500 people every evening, to giving them guidance on what it is that they need out of their business. So when you look at it, you have to understand it is really about having a consistent schedule, but you have to be flexible. You have to be able to change. And that's where so many people are like, they get caught up in such a routine that is so regimented that the system does not work, because in this world that we live in that is ever changing and so fast paced, that as soon as something drops in front of them that is going to be this change or this thing or roadblock, they get paralyzed or they get flustered or they get angry, and therefore the emotions set in and logic goes away. These are things that I see business owners needing to be a little bit more accommodating. They need to be a little bit more open, and whatever system that you sit back and you think about, it always needs to lead to a money producing activity. Thanks so much. I wanted to keep this short and sweet today for you. This is HIT, High Intensity Tactics for Growth. Can't wait to see you guys all real soon. Remember, live life by design, not by default.